In this video, I'm gonna talk about one of my project's presentation and explain the workflow. Confused? I mean, the presentation is just a small part of the project, right?
Wrong.
That is absolutely
Wrong.
proved over and over again.
Wrong.
He actually had
The presentation itself makes about 50% of your project, and that's because of the first impressions it gives. This is one of my university projects. The main point in this presentation was making a global theme for the board so that the presentation looked continuous when put together. This line, originating from the natural line dividing sea and land, also divides my presentation into two parts. The upper part containing the renders, except for the first board which I will talk about later, and the lower part contains the rest. So let's begin our presentation path. In my presentations, I choose the best render and put it on my first board. The first board is always reserved to a good 3D that shows the whole project. It can help build the good impression you want. In the upper part, I put the situation plan and a little explanation with keywords and sketches. I usually never write too much but instead memorize my conceptual approach. It gives a better impression about how much you mastered your concept. So let's start with all the steps. Start by making the layouts for your boards. Rescale the situation plan and place it where you see fit. And then clean everything outside the board. Afterwards, continue the landlines which will bump the boards virtually. And then save the board into a PDF and make sure you use the same size you used earlier. In Photoshop, create a new file with the same size. I usually use the B1 paper and I think a 150 resolution is more than enough. Now here's the trick. If you want to use it for digital presentation, you use RGB, and if it's for the printout, you use CMYK. Drag and drop the first board into Photoshop. Make sure you set the resolution the same as before. Now select all, copy it and paste it into the new Photoshop file. Get the render you've chosen and copy-paste it here. Now do your photo editing techniques so you get the result you want. I know it could take a while, but there's no other way to get the specific detail you want as far as I know. So as you can see here, we've got the result shown before. Now add a title for your presentation. You can also add a frame for your board that can be used in all the other boards later. Don't forget to put the frame's elements into one group. This will facilitate your copying process later. Put everything you want the viewer to see about yourself, your teacher, your university, and the project. Now repeat the same process for the other boards, and I'll guarantee you'll have a presentation that can blow the jury's mind. To copy the frame, just hit right-click on the group, duplicate, and choose the destination. So guys, if you like it, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.